Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
At the very same time that America refused to give the Negro any land, our government was giving away millions of acres of land in the West and the Midwest, which meant that it was willing to undergird its white peasants from Europe with an economic floor. But not only did they give the land, they built land-grant colleges with government money to teach them how to farm. Not only that, they provided county agents to further their expertise in farming. Not only that, they provided low interest rates in order that they could mechanize their farms. Not only that, today, many of these people are receiving millions of dollars in federal subsidies not to farm, and they are the very people telling the black man that he ought to lift himself by his own bootstraps. And this is what we are faced with, and this is the reality. Now, when we come to Washington in this campaign, we are coming to get our check.
I remember when the ATL wasn't banging, now they banging, 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 banging. Niggas throwing sets and them bullets start ringing, bitches banging, 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 banging. I remember when the ATL wasn't banging, now they banging, 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 banging. Niggas throwing sets and them bullets start ringing like bang, bang, oh, bang, bang, bitch, nigga, bang, 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 bang.
So for the generation that is born right after the crisis, we call them the prophet archetype, and that would be, for instance, boomers, but we've had many other examples. Indulgently raised in a very secure era, they come of age during these times of spiritual awakening, a lot of protests, a lot of social divisions, and they break through. They try to, they want to individualize the country. They want to free individuals from the sort of tyranny of the collective. Give a fuck.
Like Tupac, nigga, I don't give a fuck. Everybody wanna ride on it with no car. Make a lot of money, live life like the stars do. If you do what they do, then what kind of king are you? Don't let money change you for the bad. Do what gods do. Everybody say they want power, but they don't really want power. They let the money hold the fame, make them a dummy. Money never made me, bitch, I'm making the money. I keep a smile every day, whether rain or sunny. A main bitch a day, wanna she kept it 100. A young 5'6" addict who love to get blunted. Off in the bed, I'm the dog, that's right, I'm atomic. Bury the bone in the cat, get back to the money. All the jealousy and lying niggas throwing at each other over crumbs on the cool, it's hard to consider. Some of you niggas to be real, cause you're real bitch made. These days, and the whole be harder than niggas. But I don't give a fuck, never have, never will. Real niggas really scared to tell it like it is. So many heartbreaks, hella blood, sweat, and tears over game. Now this is how I feel, tell them I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Like Tupac, nigga, I don't give a fuck. Niggas hating on the low, I don't give a fuck. I'ma get more money, more, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Like Too Short, nigga, I don't give a fuck. You can fuck my bitch, I don't give a fuck. I can get another one rich and I don't give a fuck. Tell them all, I can beat it with the microphone. I'm a flame spitter, was a peacemaker. Now a menace like the cane, nigga. Haters and you homo thugs fucking up the game, nigga. We were never in the same class. You a lame, nigga. I don't got time to be dissing a nigga who ain't worth a penny, cause mentally I'm too above for dissing the fake. On top of that, I'm a player, the player hating that's never been in my blood, nigga. That's ammunition for hate. If I call up the cavalry, it'll be a fatality. One phone call, niggas, and you homo thugs, fucking up the game, nigga. You a lame nigga. Give a fuck, 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 give a fuck. Give a fuck, I don't give a fuck, I don't give a fuck, give a fuck. Give a fuck. You can fuck my bitch, I don't give a fuck. I can get another one, I'm rich and I don't give a fuck. Tell them I don't give a fuck. Give a fuck.
All right, I'm back. Let me see. Guess I'm just in a bad spot. Peace. What's going on? What's up, everybody? Wanted to come on here real quick, give a system update real fast. I do plan on doing a show this week. MD Talkbox Live. My plan is to do it this Wednesday, 8:30. Yeah, 8:30. I should have plenty of time. MD Talkbox Live. We're gonna go over some of these primary results that has taken place over the past couple of weeks. Of course, we got the Michigan Senate primary that happened last week. Tomorrow, we got a couple of more primaries. We got a primary in Minnesota for Senate, and also, of course, Wisconsin governor's race primary. So we're going to go over those results on Wednesday. And I want to discuss something with Venkat and Ricardo in regards to this Abdul Al-Sayed win that he had last week, and some of his thoughts and how this general is going to play out over the course of the next couple of months. I really want to talk about that because I think it's important that we set the tone for how this race is going to play out, and what I believe and what my colleagues may believe needs to be the course moving forward on how he's going to move with this campaign. So out the way. Also, hey, it's something strange going on with the earth, y'all. I don't know, I don't know what the fuck is going on. So, of course, I live in Georgia. I go back and forth, Florida to Georgia. This is the third straight week now where it's like rain and thunderstorms and all kind of shit going on. This type of weather is expected in the springtime. Every spring, it rains like a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Everything grow. And then, it's hot as hell in the summertime. This summer is crazy. I just got to keep it real. I ain't never experienced a summer like this in Georgia where every fucking day it's not only raining like it's storming. It's storming. This jackass just came off the shoulder right in front of me to get back on the highway like a stupid ass. I hate when people do stupid shit like that. But yeah, this weather is crazy. And not only that, you had a massive earthquake in Colombia, the country of Colombia today. Dozens of people killed. It's probably going to end up being, if I had to guess, upwards of hundreds of people. A couple of weeks ago, we had an earthquake in Venezuela that killed thousands of people. There's something going on. I don't want to get spooky dooky because it's not spooky dooky, but it's definitely something going on with Mother Nature, man. She tripping. She tripping like hard. So that's what's going on with that. But I mentioned my TFP colleague, and again, TFP is going to return. I just got to get my setup right in my truck. You know what I'm saying? Once I handle all that and I know everything is squared away and situated, we'll start back with TFP. For now, you know, I'm just doing shit on my phone. But speaking of my TFP colleagues, I got to bring this up because, you know, it's been bothering me the last couple of days. Y'all know I call Venkat the meme guy. You know, and it's an inside joke because we have a group chat and Venkat don't communicate for whatever reason. You know, I ain't really shit I can say about it. Venkat don't communicate his thoughts via text. So he just don't do that. I don't know why. He just don't do it. He chooses to communicate to us via memes and charts and shit like that, right? Steadily talking about the mishaps and just downright, for lack of a better term, non-insight of the Trump administration. It was all fun and games last year in 2025. It was, you know, we all made fun of jokingly and seriously about the dumbass nature of Trump and his administration. You know, rightfully so. Something changed this year with primary season ahead of the midterm. And it goes back to what I said originally when James Carville said it. James Carville last year said, lay down and play dead. Lay down and play dead. There's nothing that you can do. You have no control in Congress. You have no control in the Supreme Court. There's nothing you can do. Just lay down and play dead. What did he mean by that? Essentially what he was saying, hey, look, it's nothing legislatively you can do. It's nothing, you know, you got to let the Constitution be the bulwark to the dumbass policies of Trump, which I would say 50-50 it was, right? All you could do is point and say, hey, look, this is the dumbass thing Trump did. And for the most part, that it's been so bad with Trump, so awful, to where now we're about to breeze through the midterms where we're possibly about to see a blue tsunami. Like people's like, oh shit, like this is crazy. So James Carville was 100% correct in his assessment of laying down and playing dead. 100% correct. Now you may not like James Carville for whatever reason, you know. It's your right to have those opinions. But you can't deny that assessment. You just can't do it. Can't do it. Just simply cannot do it. He was right in every facet. There was nothing you could do from a policy perspective. Nothing you could really do from a constitutional perspective, but let the Constitution play out. And like I said, I'm not going to say for the most part it did, but I will say in some aspects it did. Some aspects it was terrible. That's just a fact, right? But he was correct. Lay down and play fucking dead. Now we have an opportunity to change the foundation of how this is going to play out for the next 2 years. We got that opportunity. Here's the problem. And this is what people like Venkat simply don't want to deal with. And it's frustrating to me. Now the pendulum is beginning to swing in a totally different direction, going from an extreme side of the grandfather clock to the other extreme side. That's the fucking issue. And if you don't want to deal with that, then I question your authenticity when it comes to your own principles. That's just a fact. And I ain't saying that specifically to Venkat. I'm saying to any fucking body. To anybody. Trump at this stage in the game is irrelevant. We know what Trump do. We know the type of shit Trump is on. Nothing you could do about it at all. Even though we expect a blue tsunami, even with a Democratic Congress, what's different between that and a red Congress, a Republican Congress? They didn't do shit. Not a damn thing. I mean, you could possibly repeal the one big beautiful bill. Possibly, depending on what happens with the Senate. But even then, lay down, play dead. But now we face a bigger issue here. Now we face the enemy from within, quoting Trump. Because now we may be in a more dire situation dealing with DSA and DSA adjacent people, and some people that's going to outright placate to a DSA strategy based on quote unquote popular opinion. Meaning it could be an establishment Democrat or a more moderate centrist Democrat that thinks that this is what he got to do in order to keep his seat. That's a fact. Well, now we start getting legislators in Congress that's going to be basically a stalwart of a certain policy position and a bulwark for others. Based on whatever issues that they deem priority. Remember, I've only been a Democrat for a couple of weeks. Maybe a month now. A little under a month. I ain't been a Democrat for that long. For all of my adulthood, I've been adjacent to the Republican Party. So you're not just talking to somebody that's new to this shit. I saw all this shit play out with the Republicans. With my own eyes. First-hand account. I'll be damned if I let it happen again. And with Venkat, if I got to go through Venkat as a first stage, so be it. So be it. You know, you got people all across social media, influencers or whatnot, and I'm gonna be honest, dealing with them, that are trying to convince their viewers and the overall constituency of the Democrats that this isn't a big issue, right? At the same time, you got I call it grifting behavior of the likes of channels like Midas Touch. What's the squarehead nigga name that be on CNN now that do the debates and stuff? Isaiah something. I forget his fucking name. Wear glasses. You got these people fighting tooth and nail with other Democrats trying to convince you that this is merely a progressive issue, not a socialist. In reality, what it is, look, I don't want to cause division amongst my viewership, which at the end of the day is going to cost me money. So let me just play along. Midas Touch done went from Jessica Denson to fucking Michael Cohen to now Status Quo, a whole lefty loony apparatus that they just play on their fucking channel now. Status Quo don't fuck with Kamala Harris. Status Quo don't fuck with Biden. You spent all of 2024 in Midas Touch. Basically campaigning for Kamala Harris and Biden. Now you got a whole channel that you put in your orbit that don't give a fuck about none of the stuff that you was talking about during 2024 election. That's grifter behavior, sir. Ben Marcellus and the Marcellus brothers. And people was trying to figure out, well, why you don't fuck with Midas Touch? This is why. No principle. None. It goes back in the 2024 election when people were saying that Democrats were doing the Trump bad, which I disagreed with, right? Yeah, we got to explain why Trump is bad. Now Trump is in office. Now you know why Trump is bad. I don't have to do that anymore. You had basically a whole year and a half to see why Trump is bad. Now Trump is irrelevant. Today he was doing something in the Oval Office with RFK Jr. talking about vaccines or some shit. He was dead fucking sleep sitting at the Resolute desk. Dead fucking sleep. Trump is irrelevant at this point in junction. I don't need to continue talking about Trump anymore. Black Sun did a video last week. I caught it like on the back end. I made a comment saying, you know, he was talking some crazy America First shit that Trump, that Black Sun talk about. And I commented in the video, I said, well, looks to me like you need to go and jump off the MAGA train. You more in line with the socialists than you were. Then, you know, he said, you know, and Black Sun said it. Essentially, Black Sun said Trump was irrelevant, and I 100% agree. He said MAGA was dead. 100% agree. There's no need of talking about Trump any longer, especially coming up to 2027. Especially with the last 2 years being lame duck. I mean, the whole term is a lame duck term, but it's really going to be lame duck after the midterm. I don't need to continue talking about Trump anymore. We know what Trump is on. Don't have to do it. In a normal world, we will be talking about what's the platform for the Democrats going forward. And there's always debate and discussion to be had about that. But this is greater than that. This is greater than that. Now we're looking at outright destruction of America for the next 2 years and the outlook of the destruction of America from the far left in 2028 and beyond. And some people just think, oh, you know, let's try something new. Like, we got to get the fuck out of here with that, man. We just got to do it. You talk about Abdul Al-Sayed in Michigan. From his win on last Tuesday moving forward, every interview that Abdul Al-Sayed is going to have, somebody going to be talking about Hassan Piker and DSA. He can't escape it because he won't disavow it. He won't get away from it. Which is quite possibly, in my opinion, is going to lose him the election and flip a blue seat red in Michigan. Just a fact. Just a fact. You look at Wisconsin, this Francesca Hong lady, she fucking crazy. Insane. They saying that she's going to win this primary tomorrow, possibly in a landslide, historic victory. Because there's no credible opponents in the primary for her to face. She's going to go up against a Trump-backed candidate in a swing state and possibly lose the governorship, flipping the governorship from blue to red. Now we understand why Elon Musk spent so much money last year in those Supreme Court races up in Wisconsin. Now we understand why. Because it's possible that they could flip Wisconsin fully red. Even though they lost those Wisconsin Supreme Court races, they held steadfast. So you got a bulwark there. You got to, they're gonna hold ground at least from a constitution standpoint. But legislatively, they might be fucked. But it was easy pickings. All we had to do was, like James Carville said, lay down and play dead. These DSA and DSA adjacent people, you don't think they understood? Hey, look, we got a prime opportunity here. The window is open. Trump is so bad where Democrats are automatically going to win. They ain't even really got to like do shit, campaign or nothing. That's how bad it is. Let's swoop in and make career politicians in deep blue seats look like the villain. And in a lot of deep blue areas, that's what they did. That's what they did. And for you to just sweep that to the side as if it's like nothing, that concerns me. That concerns me. I'm talking about ill-informed voter or political pundit, streamer, et cetera, et cetera. Because a lot of these same people were saying the same shit about Republicans from 2010 onward. They just were. Now it ain't no big deal. Come on, man. Come on, man. We got to get the fuck out of here with that. We got to get out of here with that, man. At some point in time, you just got to be real with yourself. Even on mainstream news sites, like Trump ain't in the news like that no more. Just ain't. Because he's irrelevant. It's a fact. I just think a lot of people just got their head in their ass and waiting to pull it back out until after November, as if everything's going to be okay. Nah, man. Nah, man. Can't accept it. Can't accept it at all. because it's incorrect. It's incorrect. You know? The July jobs report came out. You know, a lot of people that some of the news clips I saw were saying, you know, this was unexpected. Why? Nothing should be unexpected with Trump. Nothing. Expect the unexpected. I mean, it's to the point now, like I said, you know, look at the Iran war. Like, ain't nobody talk about this shit no more. Why? Why? Wake me up when they drop the next bomb or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, this administration has become so out of line, so fantastical, so outrageous, where it's like the norm now. It's like the norm. I mean, this shit is going to go down as the worst presidential administration in the history of the 250 years that America's been a nation. That's just a fact. This shit is insane. In fucking sane.
In 1 3/4 miles, keep right.
It's insane. You can't use immigration as a win when everything else is down the shitter. Can't do it. It's a drop in the fucking bucket. On all domestic policy and foreign policy. It's fucked. It's fucked. So we just got to keep it real with one another, man. Hey, listen, I don't give a shit about Trump no more. I don't. The fight I'm fighting is against the far left. That's just what the fuck it is. That's the clear and present danger right now. I don't care about Trump no more. Trump don't care about Trump no more. So the information that I compile, you know, and again, that's not to say that for the sake of building a show or whatnot, if something is newsworthy in regards to the administration, I won't talk about it. I'm not saying that. I'm saying as far as priority, the far left is my priority. You know, some people may not like that. It is what it is. It is what it is. But as a Democrat, I feel as though I must protect the institution of the DNC. You know, I got to give the caveat, as I did when I originally talked about becoming a Democrat. I'm not talking about pragmatic policy. I'm not talking about that at all. I'm talking about changing the very foundation of what it is to be an American. That's some bullshit. I'm not going for it. I'm not doing it. So I just wanted to come up and say that, man. Give y'all a system update for what's going on this week. So, you know, I'll let Venkat respond via meme or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's where I'm at. If I feel as though I could fight the far left as being a Republican, I would. But I know as of right now, that's not a possibility. So I choose to go Democrat. There is no Republican Party right now. It's just not. So that's where we at. So again, MD's Thought Box Live this Wednesday. I ain't gonna do it Thursday. I'm doing it Wednesday. Wednesday, 8:30. We'll be talking about the primary results from the last couple of weeks. With that being said, hey, peace, y'all. I'll see y'all possibly tomorrow. I'll see you.
We